There's a small blue light on your dashboard that most drivers recognize instantly. Yet almost no one stops to question why it exists or why it looks the way it does. It only appears at specific moments, usually on darker roads. And when it does, it quietly signals something that can affect not just your visibility, but everyone else around you. So why is the high beam indicator blue on a car's dashboard? Why does that particular symbol glow blue instead of blending in with everything else on your dashboard? It's subtle, easy to ignore, but carefully designed to stand out just enough. Let's break it down and uncover the reasoning behind this overlooked detail, right here, on History of Simple Things. Modern car dashboards follow a universal color language designed to communicate information quickly and clearly. Red is reserved for urgent warnings like engine overheating or brake failure demanding immediate attention. Yellow or amber signals caution, pointing to issues that need attention soon but are not critical. Green typically indicates that a system is active and functioning normally, such as turn signals or cruise control. This system allows drivers to understand information instantly without reading symbols in detail. The high beam indicator needed a color that stood apart from these categories without being mistaken for a warning or a normal function. That requirement led designers toward a color that could exist outside the usual hierarchy. Blue works because it is rarely used elsewhere on the dashboard, making it immediately noticeable. When drivers scan their instrument cluster, blue stands apart from reds, yellows, and greens without blending into them. This matters because high beams are powerful and can affect other drivers if used incorrectly. The indicator needs to remind you they are on without creating panic. Blue achieves this balance by signaling something different rather than something dangerous. It draws attention in a controlled way, helping drivers stay aware without overreacting. This makes it an effective visual cue that communicates importance without urgency, fitting the role of high beams perfectly. Human vision also plays a role in this decision. In low-light conditions, the eye responds differently to various colors, and blue light tends to stand out more in darker environments. This is partly due to how shorter wavelengths scatter within the eye, making blue appear more noticeable without needing high brightness. As a result, a blue indicator can remain visible in peripheral vision without becoming distracting. This is important for nighttime driving where maintaining clear vision is critical. If dashboard lights are too bright or harsh, they can interfere with a driver's ability to see the road. Blue provides a balance between visibility and comfort that supports safe driving. Another reason blue is used is to prevent confusion with more critical signals. If the high beam indicator were red, drivers might interpret it as a warning and react unnecessarily. If it were green, it could blend in with other indicators and be overlooked. Blue avoids both issues by existing in its own visual category. It also produces less perceived glare compared to warmer colors, which can feel more intense during long periods of driving. This helps reduce eye strain, especially on dark roads where high beams are commonly used. By minimizing both confusion and visual fatigue, blue becomes a practical and effective choice for this specific function. Consistency across vehicles is another important factor. Automotive standards around the world have established common color guidelines so drivers can recognize signals instantly, even when switching between different cars. The blue high beam indicator is part of this shared system. ensuring that its meaning remains the same regardless of manufacturer or region. This reduces the need for drivers to relearn dashboard symbols and improves overall safety. Standardization also helps maintain clarity in situations where quick recognition is essential. By keeping the high beam indicator blue across the industry, designers reinforce a consistent visual language that supports better decision-making on the road. What makes this detail interesting is how much thought goes into something so small. The blue high beam indicator represents a careful balance between visibility, clarity, and driver comfort. Designers had to consider how quickly a driver could recognize the signal, how noticeable it should be, and how to avoid unnecessary distraction. The result is a simple icon that communicates clearly without demanding too much attention. It serves as a quiet reminder rather than an intrusive alert. This kind of design reflects a broader approach in automotive engineering, where even minor elements are refined to support a smoother and safer driving experience. The next time that blue light appears on your dashboard, it becomes easier to see it as more than just a simple indicator. It represents a thoughtful combination of science, design, and safety working together in a subtle way. Every aspect, from its color to its brightness, has been chosen to communicate effectively without causing distraction. In a vehicle filled with complex systems, this small detail shows how careful design can make a big difference. It quietly helps drivers stay aware of their surroundings and their impact on others, proving that even the simplest features are shaped by deliberate and purposeful decisions. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of simple things. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories woven through the smallest details.